Hi. So some of you asked me how I created my author site. So instead of writing it down in a blog, I thought I'll share my screen with you and I'll show you my site and the features that I've added, and then create a site in Wix so that you know how to navigate the editor portion of it. Uh, there are 4 pages that I've added on to my site. If you can see, the blogs, the homepage, the blog, the about, and the work, my work. Um, Bits and portions of the blog, the about, and the work are mentioned in the home page itself, but I've also added extra pages so that I can add additional content to each of those pages. I've also added the chat feature, which is really cool. And if you scroll down, this portion would be the footer. So any page will have the social media bar that I've added onto, that comes added on when you choose a template in Wix, which is awesome because you can link up all of your other social media presences onto your author web page itself. So if you have a Facebook presence, you can add that on. If you have an Instagram presence, you can add that on. Twitter, you can add or subtract. So if you don't want, if you don't have Instagram, you can remove it. If you have LinkedIn, you can add it. If you have Pinterest, you can add that. So it depends on what you have and what you don't have that you can add or subtract. First step that I did was I collected all of the information, photos, excerpts, blogs, cover pages, whatever I wanted to add onto the site, got that, kept it in one folder so that you have it all in one place. The pictures that you see on my homepage gallery, these are Wix provided stock images. So you can keep them, you can change them, depends on what you want to do and how you want the look and feel of your site. If you want to go through my site better, I've given the link below so you can click on it. Let's get started with creating the site. Go to wix.com, and if you're visiting for the first time, you will need to create an account with an email address and a password. Once you do, you get a create site button on your top right. Okay, what kind of website are you wanting to create? I want none of these. I want an author site, so I'm just gonna. Now, there are 2 ways to do it. You can either do Wix ADI mode, or you can go with the templates on the editor. There is an author template in the ADI mode, so I prefer going that route. There you go. So I'm just gonna choose author. Next. Again, what do you need to do with your site? So you want a chat feature, you want a blog feature. If you want an online store, you can click here. If you want a subscription form, you can do that. If you want more features like events, bookings, etc., your call. So I'm just going to choose these 2. Add a name. Okay. Oh. If you already have an existing website, you can write it down over here. If not, you don't need to. You can skip it. You can do it at a later date. That's fine too. You can do it from the editor mode. Logo, you might want to add a logo. I'll probably choose. I'll show you very quickly how I created the logo. So I just open a new tab and type in Wix logos, and you go to the logo maker that Wix has. It's again free. I'll just go to a new logo, and you can hire a professional, create a logo yourself. I'm just going to create a logo myself. Add a tagline if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. Author. There we go. How should your logo look, feel? I'll just go with creative. and it's for a website. So it'll give you a bunch of styles that you can choose from. And what I usually do is I use the snipping tool, and I snip whatever I like, I save that image, and I use that in my website. So there you go, you have a bunch of logos to choose from, load more, tons of them that you can choose from. So as I said, I use the snipping tool, I snip it up and save the image. So I'll go back to this. You can add an address, phone, fax. I don't need any of them. You can add a social link right now, or you can add it later on. I'll add it later. I'll show you how that's done in the editor. Picking a theme is really crucial, because if you hover on the boxes here, it'll give you a palette of the colors that you can choose from for your site. You can have bold colors, or you can have softer colors. I prefer this one, so I'll just go with the timeless theme. And it'll also pick the colors from the logo that you have. Now I have a logo which is black and white, so it'll not have too much of an option. I'll create the palette and use these colors. There you go. Okay, so it has given you a bunch of options to choose from. I'll just go with a basic one. I'll use this design. And now it will give you an option of adding whatever pages you want to add. So I'll add the About page. I'll add a Work page. And yeah, I'll probably just add these for now. You can add pages after the website is created as well. So just go. And voila. Okay, there we go. I'm more comfortable in the editor mode, so I'll just go to Site and I'll go to the editor. So it's going to switch to editor mode. You can make changes in ADI. It's just what you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable with editor. As we see the editor mode, I'll just quickly walk you through how it would work. Now, if you remember, while we were creating the site and we were adding and subtracting pages, I said even if you don't do it right now, you can do it later. So this is where we do that. If you want to create a new page, if you want to add a new page, you could add a new page and it'll automatically show on your menu. I don't want to do it right now, so I'm just going to delete it. Okay, and the blog pages, because we've added a blog to our site, so we can work those through here. This is an amazing option, adding all kinds of objects. So text, if you want to add a text box, image, a button, a gallery, different styles of the gallery, decorative, interactive. I've used this one, it's awesome. So if you have a slideshow, you can use this and it will keep rotating, changing. If you go to my StoryHub website, this is the one that I have used there. You can add box, you can add strips. This is the strip that I have added to my work. If you go to my work, you will see that the cover page is on one side, and then there is a write-up on the other side, which has the summary of my work. So this is the strip that I have used for that. There are different styles, and so you can choose from any of them. Depends again on what you want to add, how many pictures you want to add, what write-up you have. If you have a list, you can use that. You can use grids. If you want to add videos, you can add them from here. If you want to change the look of your menu, you can change it here. There's already a social media bar that is added on, so I'm not going to add anything on here, but if you haven't added it on and you want to add it, this is where you do that. If you want to add a contact form, so basically playing around with your site, you can do from adding and subtracting these objects. If you want to add an app, like the chat window that we have added, you can go to the Wix app market. Some apps are free, some you have to pay for, so you got to be careful when you're choosing them. There is a search app, there is a booking app, there is an events app, there is a visitor analysis app. So whichever app you would like as a feature, you can choose from here. I'm just going to cancel this out. Media, blog, and bookings or calendar. So I will go to the blog site now, the blog page. So these are the blogs, but we don't want these blogs because we want our own blogs. So I am going to manage the blogs from here. And what I usually do is I delete the blogs that are predetermined, and I change them to the content I want to give. So I'll just click on these three dots and I can move it to trash. If you want to duplicate it, you can duplicate it. If you like the layout and the look and you want to duplicate the blog, you can. Or you want to change this, you can change it. The last thing that I would like to talk about is this social media bar. As I mentioned, the social media bar will, from one destination, will take you to different social media platforms that you have. So let me just show you. So let's say you don't have a LinkedIn. You don't have an Instagram presence and you want to delete it. You can. Just delete it. If you want to add a LinkedIn presence, then you can add a LinkedIn presence. Add to gallery. So now you have LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Depending on what presences you already have, you can add or subtract. And then now, if you don't give a link, it will automatically take you to the Wix link of that particular platform. If it doesn't, it'll just take you to linkedin.com. So if you choose this, look at that. It's given you a Wix link. So you don't want it to take it to the Wix presence of Facebook. You want to take it to your own presence of Facebook. So you change this, give it the link that you want to give it, and then press done. If you want it to open in a new window, you will click this. If you want it to open in the current window, you will click current window. And done. And done. And now I would like to save it and I would like to publish the site. When you're saving it, if you want to save it to your domain that you have picked for your business or for your author site, you can do that. But I think you need to be a paid member of Wix in order to transfer the Wix site onto your domain. If you want a free website, this is the link that you will follow, the one that comes up here. So it has your username. It has wixsite.com/ and then whatever name you give it. So K-person, and now you publish the site. So there you go. Edit one, this is your link. And it's got everything that we have changed or not changed. So if you want to change to the mobile, you want to see how your site is going to look on a mobile device, then you just switch from desktop to mobile. Hope this helps. I wish you all the best in creating your website. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns, if you're just stuck. Looking forward to connecting with you.